Hi everyone, welcome back to our pre-algebra lesson. In today's class, we're gonna learn about very important concept, prime number and composite number. What is prime number? A prime number is a natural number that has exactly two factors, 1 and itself. I laid out the numbers from 1 to 7 and let's try to find which number is a prime number. Let's begin with 2. 2 has a factor 1 and 2. So this is a prime. And 3 also has 1 and itself 3. And that's it. Only 1 and 3 can divide by 3. So 3 is a prime number. What about 4? 4 actually has another extra factor, which is 2. 4 can divide by 2. So we cannot say that 4 is a prime number. 5. What about 5? 1 and itself 5 can only divide by 5. So this is prime number. And 6, 1. And also 6 can be divided by 2 and 3 and 6. So 6 is not a prime number. So we cannot say that 6 is a prime number. And 7, 1 and itself 7 can only divide by 7. So this is a prime number. What about number 1? So great question. Number 1 is a special case. Since it has only one factor, which is self, and the definition of prime number is 1 and itself. For 1, this 1 only has prime number 1. So it doesn't have two factors, so we cannot say that 1 is a prime number. And what is a composite number then? A composite number is a natural number that has more than two factors. In other words, you can divide it by 1 itself and at least one more number. So let's look at the example. We saw that 2 can be divided by 1 and itself 2. So this is the prime number, so we cannot say 2 is a composite. And what about 3? 1 and itself 3. So this is not a composite either. And 4, 1, 2, 4. See, this is not a prime, then 4 is a composite. What about 5? 1 and itself 5. So we cannot say 5 is a composite number, but this is a prime. And 6, we have factors 1, 2, 3, 6. So more than 2. So 6 is a composite number. And 7 is 1 and itself 7. So this is not a composite number. And again, number 1 is a special case, because since it has only one factor, which is itself, it doesn't have two factors. So this is not a prime number, and it doesn't have more than 2. So not a composite number either. So 1 is neither prime nor composite. Let's try some practice questions. Question number 1. Which of the following is a prime number? Which of these number is prime? So let's take a look at A first. 1, 9 can be divided by 3, 9. So we cannot say 9 is a prime number. What about 17? 1. Is 17 can be divided by 2 or 3? No, right? Only 17 itself. So 17 is prime number. What about C? 25. Can we find another factor beside 1 and 25? Yes, 5. 25 can be divided by 5. So this is not a prime but composite. So 25 is not a prime number. And D, 1, also 5, 9, 45, right? And 78, 1, 2, 3, and 39, and 26, and 78. So besides 1 and itself 78, we can see that there's many factors. So this is not a composite, this is not a prime. So the answer is B. So we can see that prime number is 17. So the correct answer is B. Question number 2. Which of these number is composite? Which of the following is a composite number? So what is the definition of composite number? Is that the number can be divided by 1 and itself and another factor. We have to have the another factors, right? So let's see A first. A 1 and 11 itself can be divided by 11. So this is not a composite but prime. What about 27? 1. 27 actually can be divided by 3. and 9 and 27. So 27 is composite, and 29, 1 itself, 29, and 29 can be divided by 29. So this is prime. And 43 again, 43 also 1, and 43 itself can be divided by 43. So this is not a composite but prime. And 47 also 1 and 47. Only 47 itself can be divided by 47. So this is not a composite but prime. So the answer is B. Yes, the correct answer for this one is B. 27 is the composite number. Question number 3. Prime or composite? Is each number prime or composite? Let's classify the following numbers. Which number is prime or composite? So let's try to look at 10 first. 10, can we divide by 10 with 1? And what about other number? We can find that 10 can divide by 2 and 5 and 10. So we have many factors, you see? So this is composite. What about 41? Only 1 and 41 can be divided by 41. So this is prime. And what about 86? 86, we have many factors, 1, 2, and 43, and 86. We have many factors that can be divided by 86. 86 can be divided by many factors, so this is composite. Yeah, summary for today's lesson. Let's try to review what we learned today. What is prime number? Prime number is a number with exactly two factors, 1 and itself. So for instance, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13 are the numbers with exactly two factors. What about composite number? Composite number is a number with more than two factors. So example for the composite number will be 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. And for the special case, it's the number 1 because 1 actually has only one factor. This is not a prime and not composite. So now you know how to identify prime and composite numbers. So if you have any question, please leave a comment below. And in the next lesson, we're going to explore how to break down composite numbers using prime factorization. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See you.